everyone, this is Jade from shutupandrockon.com, and we are here with Jack and Robby from Jack Russell's Great White. How are you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Great.
So you guys played at M3 maybe 2 hours ago. How was it?
It's great.
It was
fun.
great. A lot of people. Matter of
humid.
fact, yeah, a little humid.
A little bit about 90
Little
degrees out
humid.
there.
Yeah, I had a black jacket on, a black leather jacket, long sleeve black shirt. Yeah, it was the perfect climate for what I was wearing.
And I actually saw you play in Toledo at Rock the Arena, and it was the most incredible thing because I remember at one point there was just so much that the fans just wouldn't stop cheering. Like you couldn't even talk because the fans. And I really love the reception that you guys get and how much the fans support you guys.
Yeah, well, it's really amazing to me that the support these people have had for me and for my band. They accept the band as they have and embraced them. Because this is a band. This isn't Jack Russell's solo album, solo band. It's my band. We're our family. This is a band. It just happens to have my name in it.
Yeah.
Yes, like that. No, I think a lot of it is as long as we bring it, so to speak. It's always kind of about bringing the energy and there's a sense of urgency. There's an excitement. There's something that's there.
You don't just show up and
Yeah, we don't go through the motions. It's not like that.
Just play the song. Oh, here you go. Have this salad again. You've already had it.
Yeah. So it is all about that, and I think it certainly translates because you can see it and feel it, the connection between the people. Back and forth. So.
And so there's a new record out by you guys called He Saw It Comin. Tell me about that record because I remember I reviewed it, and the first time I listened to it, it was literally a musical roller coaster. It is so diverse.
Well,
It is diverse.
It is diverse. You're right. It doesn't surprise me. I believe I heard your review. And I was actually impressed. Because I feel the same way about it. I mean, it is really a roller coaster, and life is a roller coaster, man. For me, it is. That's what I want it to be, Seriously, a literal roller coaster. But it's like the record it was just a collection of his emotions and my emotions. And our experiences. That's what the record is.
It's a very personal record because you go beyond even just like the personal things. You've got like blues, you've got funk, you've got rock, and then you have like a doo-wop song at the end, which is the greatest. Like I heard that and I was like, what?
I know. I'll tell you what, that song was so weird how that song came out. We were working on a song, I'm singing it, and he's playing the music, and anything for you, And then I go, God, man. I go, we can't have another ballad on the album, right? I go, there's no way. He goes, well, I got an idea. I go, what? He goes, I'm going to do it a cappella. I go, what? You know what? He goes, I'm going to do a cappella. I go, what? Like the guys with the straw hats, and the canes? And he goes, no, like a 50s thing. I go, all right, well, you've trusted me on a couple things, so I'll go ahead. So he came back like a month later, I think it was, and if I remember right, which is rather dubious. But anyway, he came back and he said, he goes, hey, you want to hear? I finished that song. You want to hear it? And I'm like, what song? He goes, the a cappella song.
Oh my God.
He goes, like, you finished it? He goes, yeah. I go, well, hell yeah, I want to hear it. So he puts it on, and I start laughing. I'm laughing, just laughing. He's looking at me like, oh my God, he doesn't like it. And he goes, well, what's wrong? I go, now they do this, is probably the coolest thing I've ever heard. This is incredible. I couldn't believe, his prowess at, weaving all these harmonies. I guess where all the theory comes from, Maybe to the smart guys. I'll just sing and write a few lyrics now and then,
Yeah, and the record shows a lot of progression for you. Is this the first official like Jack Russell's Great White album?
Absolutely.
It is? Yeah. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Because it shows like how you've grown as like an artist too, because it's not, people aren't going to come to that record and they're not going to hear another Once Bitten Twice Shy. That's not what they're here for. It's all you guys, and I love it.
Yeah, I agree, and that's why I'm so happy that everybody's been so accepting of my band. I mean, because they're really great guys. They deserve the attention, and they give it to them. Our guys, none of the guys are turning anybody down for an autograph or they just don't. They're not like that. They're all just mellow.
Really, the idea of doing the record was not to go, look in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like we could have easily gone and done rehashes of old music, but I was like, what is the point? Why don't we derive from our experience, not just experiences, but our roots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
who you
roots
are.
of
And that's what you talk about.
Change
Yeah,
that.
roots. I started thinking, it was like Jimi Hendrix said, not Jimi Hendrix, but Jimmy Page. He said, you can't escape our roots.
Yeah.
We drew off of the roots, and it really, if you really listen to it, you'll really hear the 70s roots in it, but it's like
totally.
70 meets the modern world.
Queen, there's Queen influences, Beatles influences. I told Robbie, I go, I really want an
Aerosmith,
album
Zeppelin.
with big harmonies, because I always wanted to do that, and I've never been able to do it because I was usually the one to have them do all the harmonies.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have a 9-part harmony,
Right.
you know. But I mean, even we got 5-part harmonies on some of our stuff, and it's, you know, that's with moving parts.
And
I
it's
mean,
hard
it's,
to do. Not a lot of bands can really have that layer and have it all work.
No, and you know, like having 5 singers in the band makes it really
That's
great.
great.
I mean, they're all
Don't have that
they're all
often.
lead singers, you know.
Except for most guys didn't actually sing on it, but they can sing it. We can sing it live.
Right,
Yeah,
right, yeah, right.
That's very important.
Because
No
the thing
You're
is-
looking at the background singers right here.
Because basically we were touring so much, and you know we were gone on weekends and then home during the week, and the studio's in my house.
Oh, yeah.
How
So
convenient.
yeah, so basically, you know, getting people over when they're burnt out from the road was hard. So I was in there, you know, many
Yeah.
many hours sitting down and sculpting the backing vocals. And you know, if you were to sit in the studio and listen to it, you'd be like, wow, I mean, the weight of the vocals, they sound really good.
Yeah.
In the mixes, they don't quite come out like that. I think we were rushed a little bit too much.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, why does that happen? Like,
And
Well,
plus,
we
when you
were
st-
under a time crunch. We were 30
Oh,
days
yeah.
late on delivery, and
Right.
they were just jumping on us,
Give
and
us
our
a record.
managers
What
jumping
do you-
on. Yeah.
We don't care how it
So we
sounds.
kind of, the last night of mixing, me and Robbie look, I go, Dad, I think the vocals might be a little bit loud in this one section, right? I was thinking, he goes, yeah, maybe we should raise them up. We're like, okay, raise them up on all of them. And so we pressed that one, and we're like listening back to it going, oh my God, did we do this wrong? Are the vocals too gone in the
Yeah.
background now? But you know, I'm used to listening to it on car shows. I've never had anybody say anything about it. So I think it sits in the right exact spot. That's why you're not hearing too much of it. It
Yeah,
allows you
I
to
mean,
concentrate
I
on the
just know
other
what the tracks sound like in
Yeah.
the studio, and there's things that God, I want to hear certain things more, but I'm like, you know what, it is what it is. Maybe someday
Yeah.
we remix it, I don't know, or we go back in and touch up the mixes, but at this point, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's certainly a lot of stuff that I'm like, God, some of the harmonies like in He Saw It Comin are so cool.
Yeah.
When if you hear them in the studio, when they're just like, boom, with all the weight on them, they're just like, you sound really good.
and you know, you're the only person who can really critique that anyways. Everyone who listens to it's like, oh, this is great, but you're in the back, like, I know what it should have sounded like, and you know, it doesn't sound like it. But everyone, I think, really likes it so far. All the reviews I've seen have been very positive about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. We love it. We're happy. We're happier for it.
And on one of the tracks, so I have it written down, no, I don't, you rap. On one, and that, I heard that, and I was like, no. And you did, and it works. I don't know how it works, but you made it work.
I don't know either. It was
She Moves
weird.
Me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
she
my
moves
favorite
me.
song.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the second
That's
song.
my
Yeah.
favorite track
You know
on
what
that
happened
album.
with that is we had that section, and
I was just scatting
he
down
just
lyrics.
kind of did because we had everything, and he just sang that whole track
Yeah.
except for that spot, and he just kind of sort of rapped it, and we're like, kind
It was
of
just, I
rapping
kind of
it.
like, blah, 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 she moved me. And I go, God, it's pretty cool. There's actually there's more decipherable words, but it ended with that, she's so hot, she moves me. And I was like, God,
I know, it was so
like that.
slick, it was so clean.
And we
I was
thought, you
like,
know what?
what?
I think I'm going to keep this. I think we're going to do this. And
We
Robbie's
debated
kinda-
about bringing in a rapper to do it, having
Yeah,
a
we
real
we
guy.
thought initially having a
Really?
real rapper come in and do it, and I'm thinking, it sounds so good.
I know.
Kind of
Why?
cool, so we just decided, you know what, in the interest of time, just come back in and do it.
Yeah.
So he just came back and he rapped it, yo.
Yeah, yo, yeah, I broke down.
Yeah. And your voice has held up incredibly. I know you just talked to John about this, but like it's impressive, like how good your vocals is, especially with all that you've been through, you know, in the past, you know, times. That hasn't vocally affected you at all, and you clearly take a lot of time, you know, warming up and making sure that you're at the best you can be.
Well, and to me, it's probably the most important thing I can do.
Definitely.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's what
And I'm the kind of person who's extremely ego motivated. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to go out and embarrass myself.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's how it should be, though.
yeah, but when it's happening to you at the time, it is the longest moment. Like we did this thing recently, and I was not feeling well. It was a private affair, and it was. I know you had to feel my pain, man.
I did, but it was still pretty good. It was still cool. I mean, there was moments where his voice was squeaking and popping, but you know, there's things like that I kept in the studio too.
Yeah.
Little weird quirkiness that probably most guys wouldn't keep, but I'm listening to it going, you know, I like it. There's something about the humanness of it.
Yeah.
that you keep. Yeah, and
Yeah,
there's
I
certain
like that
things-
too. I like that too. I
there's
like the way he
certain
does
things
that.
you just keep, because like the one note where you squeal, your voice kind of broken.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad you kept that because I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's rock and roll, you know,
Yeah.
the little mistakes, that's
Yeah.
what this
Yeah, it
music
did
is
that little
built off.
squeal at the perfect
Yeah,
time.
and
yeah.
there's things that happen like that you can't reduplicate it.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like, I look for those things.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. And what are you guys up to now? You've got shows coming up?
lots of shows, lots of shows.
Or just like sporadic?
It's kind of like,
Wherever
I
the
mean,
dartboard lands, wherever the dart lands, dink,
Wherever they
that's
want
where we're
us to go.
going.
it's like a tour, I guess. I mean, our style of touring these days is
Weekend
weekends.
warriors.
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
out
that's how
weekends.
it is for a lot of people.
So that's what we're doing. I mean, we're out and we're, we still got a game plan for the record. It's still new. It's, we did the first single. We're getting ready to, we
Yeah,
just
we're getting ready
filmed.
for a real release.
Yeah, and to try and time it and do it right. So we're releasing She Moves Me as the second single.
Oh, yeah.
And then we filmed it, it's got to be edited, but we are also, the same day I ran down the street and started the idea for the third single. It's going to be really cool, but the scenes are filmed, but we still need to go in and do what you would call the live footage.
Yeah.
So once that's done, we want to really get that one knocked out and sitting in the can waiting. So it'll be the third single, would be Crazy, which is a great, fun,
Yep.
summer, fun song. And that's what we want to do.
That's it, man.
We just keep dropping them. We're not giving up on it,
No, there's no way. We put
Not
too much. We
stopping.
put too much into it to
Yeah,
do
there's
that.
just-
You know.
there's the music, we really believe in it, and I think it's
Yeah.
really good, and it's like, there's nothing wrong with believing in what you're doing, and if you really like it, and, and I'm pretty hard on stuff. I mean, I'm the first one, if I don't like it, even if I wrote or it had something to do with it, I'll be like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
There's songs we threw out that it's not working. I think everything on there works. I think
Yeah.
it's all really good, and
Absolutely.
and I think there's a lot of people who will get that and understand it. There's, of course, always going to be people who don't like it or
With
don't want to
anything.
get it or just haters or whatever, but I figure there's a lot of people who understand and get it.
Mhm, and those are the
Yeah,
important ones.
those
are the
the important
important
ones. Exactly. I mean,
Everybody
there's
All that matters.
Yeah.
there's this is a whole different a lyrical type record too. This is not so much about Great White, the Great White I was in, where the lyrics were kind of like, I don't know, they were almost transparent, but it quite really wasn't transparent. This one, we just tore it all off
Yeah,
of
it's
everything.
all you
And we
guys,
talked
like I
about
said.
different stuff, that I'd never sang about before.
My Addiction, for
Yeah, My
example.
Addiction.
Phenomenal
Absolutely.
song. Yeah.
That's another one I wish the guitars, when you hear them in the studio, they're ballsy. And on the recording, I'm listening to them going, I can't even pick out the parts. And I played them. I can't pick them out. But
Robby Lochner explains the whole experiences of recording the last album.
I wanted to hear them just like in your face, like when I run the
Blow,
playback.
blow.
But the lyrics are they're very telling. They're very, if you, anybody who's ever had addiction, I mean, everybody's got
Right.
some form of addiction. I've
Yeah,
never
and it
had
never
the-
really specifies in the song
So
what
it's very
addiction is.
relatable,
It's
very-
just-
On many levels, though, I've heard
Yeah.
people talk about some of the things he said. That's why I was like, wow, the creeping, crawling around my bedroom floor, and go, God, I've heard people talking about that, when they have a drug problem
Hallucinating, right?
or whatever it is. So
Whatever, they could be just be,
it's dark. And then the other one is Anything for You. I mean, how vulnerable is that?
yeah, really.
It's
I mean, that,
emotionally-
when we were working on that line, he came up with, we had it up to like, before we fade away or whatever,
Yeah,
and he
which
goes,
was
how about,
trite.
he goes, how about Pass Away? And I just started bawling.
Yeah.
Just thinking of my wife, and I go, that's it. He's like, you sure? I go, yeah, I'm absolutely positive. And it works.
It
does.
We've had grown men crying on a plane, listening to it playing the
We
song.
had a flight attendant one time. We used to take the CD with us before it came out, and we played it to people. And this flight attendant, who were like, oh, she was playing it to somebody else, a woman there, and she goes, I want to hear. And we had the splitter, put it on. She puts it on, and she's got to keep an eye on what's going on.
Yeah.
One ear in there, and I'm going, watch your eyes towards the end of the song. That's when they get it. She didn't even get through like the first chorus, and she got up and started bawling and ran to the front of the plane. I was like, I'm looking at him
I
and
go,
going,
she just lost him.
And that's important, like to be able to move people like that with your music. And that doesn't happen a lot now with the lyrics. No one cares anymore, and that's a problem. And clearly you guys care a lot.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we care about, I care about everything. I care the planet, if you get down to the basic roots, I like to fix the whole world, but,
Yeah,
I
you
can't do that, but I can hopefully give some people some ideas that'll make them think about fixing it. Maybe they can do it.
Yeah, right.
I won't be here then.
Hey, I'm 18. We need to save the planet, okay?
Yeah, okay,
Right.
you're the one that's gonna say
Yeah,
it.
I'm trying.
18?
Hurry up,
I
Lisa.
am
And you're
18.
into this music?
Love it.
Wow.
That's
Got
really
my
cool.
Kiss lanyard on. And
Okay, cool.
How did a girl like you, 18 years old, get into
I've
old
got
folks music?
old folks. Shut up. I've got a really great dad.
Okay,
I
good. Yeah,
mean,
that
he's
would
my
be
best friend. He's outside, and
That's cool.
he opened this to me, and I took it and ran with it, and here I
That's
am
cool.
interviewing you, and I have all
That's
your
really-
records and
that's
everything.
really
So it's
cool,
crazy.
You know,
It's
'cause I
really
heard,
full
I
circle.
heard that. I heard that a lot. You know, from people. You know what I mean? That their parents have influenced
yeah.
them. Not unlike our generation. I wasn't going to get all into Frank Sinatra.
I was gonna
and,
say, right?
You know,
Like-
two boots are made for walking. You know, that was not what I was going to get into. I was like, Bing
I know the
Crosby,
answer.
Johnny Mathis, No, not that means anything.
Yeah. No, that's all I have for you guys. Where can we follow you to find out more?
JackRussellsGreatWhite.com or go to Facebook, Jack Russell's Great White on Facebook.
Are you solo on like Twitter, Facebook, or anything?
We do
We
have
both
a
have
Twitter
our. You have a Twitter, yeah.
for the
Jack-
band.
for
I
the
mean,
band.
I have a Facebook friends thing, but it's full, and I also have an artist page. But I always try and direct people from there.
To the-
yeah,
to the
and
band site,
Anything
right.
that's on
Yeah.
my artist page, I'm always posting what we do
Yeah.
anyhow.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what it's for, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's trying to draw more people into that. So for sure, go and push like on Jack Russell's Great White on Facebook, or keep up with us on the web, JackRussellsGreatWhite.com, which should link you to all the above, Twitter and you name it, whatever. You can tweet and whatever.
Tweet to your heart's desire.
Yeah. Whatever else we got, I forget.
What else we
Twitter
got?
and
Tweet, Twinger, Twizzlers,
Tinglebox, I don't know, whatever they all are, I don't know.
Well,
Tickle
thank-
Me Bits, I don't know.
Well, thank you guys so much for sitting and talking to me. I appreciate it.